British report Emergence of Zaire Ebola Virus disease in Guinea. Preliminary report. Emergence of Zaire Ebola Virus disease. Outbreaks caused by viruses general Ebola virus and Malavirus represent a major public health issue in sub-Saharan Africa. Ebola virus disease is associated with cause fatality rate of 30 to 19%, depending on the virus species. Specific conditions in hospital and communities in Africa facilitate the spread of the disease from human to human.
Western Africa is bracing against an unprecedented outbreak of the deadly Ebola virus. Guinea is the country worst affected by the viral hemorrhagic fever. Since January, 86 people have died from it out of 137 cases. Shutting down the body's immune system, Ebola is highly contagious, transmitted by contact with the fluids of infected people or animals. The non-governmental organization MSF Doctors Without Borders epidemiologist Michel Van Alp says we are facing a scale that's never been seen before, looking at the number of cases in different areas. Death tolls in the past have been higher than in Guinea so far, such as in Congo Democratic Republic in 2001 and Uganda the year before, but this time cases have been found far apart, not geographically concentrated. MSF describes Ebola as one of the world's deadliest diseases. There is no cure. The doctor says we're facing the most aggressive strain of Ebola, the Zaire strain. It kills more than 9 out of 10 people infected. Identified in 1976 in former Zaire, now the Democratic Republic of Congo, this is the first time Ebola has struck in Guinea. It's feared to have spread to Liberia, Sierra Leone and Mali. The natural host of this virus is thought to be essentially bats and other animals. People have been warned not to eat wild meat. Infected humans can pass the virus on through sex and direct contact with blood, mucus and other bodily fluids. Research Professor Jean-Jacques Muyembe says, we think the big bats who eat fruit are the main carriers, but we still have to confirm this. The only way to fight Ebola is by practicing good hygiene and interrupting the train of transmission, meaning detect the disease rapidly, the people who are already infected, and isolate them. Ebola goes from sore throat to fever, muscle pain, headaches, vomiting, diarrhea, organ failure and blood loss or shock. Death can take from days to weeks.
Three Ebola virus species have caused large outbreaks in sub-Saharan Africa. Ebola Sudan, Ebola Virus, and the recently described Ebola Virus 1-2 epidemics have occurred in Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, Gabon, Republic of Congo, and Uganda. Recent Ebola virus circulates in the Philippines. It has caused disease in non-human primates, but not in humans. 5 species. Type 4 Ebola virus was documented in single human infections caused by contact with uninfected chimpanzees from the type 4 in Ivory Coast. Ebola symptoms.
I no want this kind of thing happen to anybody. So do ya headache? Yeah, I'm not been in a village where me picking sick. Them been the gear country medicine, but he not feel better at all. After 1 week, me work self begin get one body. The nurse na village give medicine, but himself not feel better. We been feel say na one body normal, but not to be that at all. I hear but the Ebola sick, and we are learn but how the sick can catch people and waiting it can do them one them we can get them. And remember me with and me picking Ebola and kill them. So for me we tap this sick, well body people them go now we village and talk to me but how the Ebola sick me and waiting for them for me we tap this sick. For tap Ebola, we know for eat bushmeat. It like na you kill am or you go meat in that one. No eat where bat or other animal don't eat and left where. If you all sick person, you for what you and find one. If you person get past mark one body, he get half of coconut body, he dey vomit and toilet plenty, do ya call well body workman 110. If Ebola kill you person, no what's the dead body, call well body workman then, na dem go sabi how for beg that person. Sometimes they when the sick don't bad off, blood can come out all side and the person. We listen to all waiting and tell we and we be able to tap Ebola. Not to Congo, sir. If you know anybody where they feel any panentia so where I don't talk about, make clear well body workman they know who want them. Then go take and go to hospital and treat them. No pepe doctor am at all. If we all join hand for going with people in the hospital where they're sick or where we see them sign here so, we go able for tap Ebola. No wait till you good person die. Let we work with the well body ministry for tap Ebola. Na true say Ebola dey, and na true say Ebola na bad sick. But we do all waiting and tell we for do na we village, and when we tap am for make e no scatter. If e ever work for we, it go work for you, and it go work for we all.
Transmissions. Ebola is introduced into the human population through close contact with the blood, secretions, organ, or other bodily fluids of infected animals. In Africa, infections have been documented through the handling of infected chimpanzees, gorillas, frogs, bats, monkeys, forests, antelope, and porcupines found ill or dead, or in the rainforest. You can see a video about transmissions.
A cure for
There is no cure. No cure for Ebola virus.
just for treatment.
No cure, no vaccine. What we do is supportive therapy. The patient presents with fever or with any other thing. Then let's even use that to look at the symptoms. We have not even finished talking about the route of transmission. We're talking about just from animal, person to person transmission. And in terms of even the animal, it's not only touching the animal, the products, the secretions of the animal, the blood coming out of that animal infected with the virus is likely for the person to contact the infection and go on to develop it.
Prevention and control. Controlling resistant Ebola virus in domestic animals. No animal vaccine against resistant is available. Routine cleaning and disinfections of pig or monkey farms with sodium hypochlorite or other detergent will be effective in inactivating the virus. Prevention and control.
The Ebola virus that has killed hundreds across West Africa may have hit Africa's most populous city, according to a Thursday statement from the country's Ministry of Health. Officials in Lagos, Nigeria are testing a Liberian man after he collapsed at the city's airport displaying symptoms of the disease. Government representatives also expressed concern because the man worked and lived in Liberia where the disease is prevalent. Blood samples have been sent to the World Health Organization to be tested. The virus has spread rapidly since an outbreak earlier this year, and health organizations have said they are struggling to control its spread. In a statement, Nigerian health officials asked that residents remain calm and take appropriate measures for the prevention and control of the disease. These prevention measures include avoiding contact with people or animals suspected of having the disease. While the outbreak has killed hundreds already in Guinea, Liberia and Sierra Leone, it could be especially damaging if it hit Lagos, an urban center with a population of 21 million.
Diagnosis. Ebola virus infections can be diagnosed definitively in a laboratory through several types of tests. Antibody capture enzyme-linked immunosorbent acid (ELISA), antigen detection test, serum neutralization test, observed transcriptase polymerase chain reactions, electron microscopy, virus isolation by cell culture.
Ebola kills hundreds in West Africa outbreak. An outbreak of the deadly Ebola virus is continuing to ravage West Africa, with over 600 people now confirmed to have died in 3 countries. A Sierra Leone Ebola patient whose family helped her escape from a treatment center died over the weekend. Authorities found the patient being treated by a traditional African healer, but the woman died in the ambulance on the return trip to the hospital. The deadly Ebola virus has spread across West Africa, with the hemorrhagic fever caused by the disease claiming at least 600 lives. The U.S. charity Emergence says 2 of their volunteer doctors have now also tested positive for Ebola. Misconceptions have led some to believe conspiracy theories, and thousands of protesters gathered outside the main Ebola hospital in Sierra Leone over the weekend. Police guarding the hospital fired tear gas and live rounds to disperse the protesters. A young boy was reportedly shot in the leg. The cost of fighting one of the planet's deadliest diseases is putting a serious strain on the region's health systems, while a lack of information and education has led some to avoid treatment.
Thank you.